Welcome back to Port Temecula. No, your ears are not incorrect. It is not Monday Night Football. This is still the Port Temecula podcast. But today we are doing the first ever, the first annual, that probably never be repeated, winery draft. And what we're doing, there's 4 of us here today. We're each taking turns to draft the best 4-stop Temecula winery tour. And they do have to be in Temecula, unfortunately, or else that bus tour is going to take all day long. 4 rounds. We're going to rotate each round. The rules are, once a winery is drafted, nobody else can draft that winery. Can't pick a winery dedicated to like a VIP experience, like Botaya has their blending class. It's just going to take too long and you won't be able to get in all 4 of your stops. However, you can pick a place because food is there. You can give any reason you want to, rationale for picking that winery, or you can remain silent and stealthy so no one else can steal your idea for constructing the tour. After we are all done, we are going to post these anonymous tours onto social media, and everybody's invited to vote for it. And someone will walk away in a week or two with I don't know, what do you think? What do you think you should do, Shannon? Some sort of like weird trophy? Oh, a wine bottle, a golden wine bottle. I think that would make sense.
Yes, we'll do a golden wine bottle trophy, and I'll engrave the winner's name on it. Maybe not engrave. I may use the silver Sharpie.
You might be asking, so here today, I have, of course, myself, Rick DeLucio, and Shannon Cole, my lovely co-host. But we have 2 guests today, Sarah from 2 Days in Temecula, and Kerrigan, inventor extraordinaire of the Temecula passport. So Sarah, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I have a website called 2 Days in Temecula. I started it to help people plan the perfect Temecula getaway. I wanted people to see Temecula the way that I do, the romance of it, the beauty of it. And I really wanted to convince people that there is good wine here. Even some of my neighbors were saying, there's not great wine here, and I'm out to prove them wrong. But
I'm still skeptical.
There's also a lot of great restaurants, wine bars, breweries, and so really showing off all the great things that there is to do here in Temecula. And of course, we're on all the social networks too, showing off the best of Temecula.
Hey guys, my name is Kerrigan from Temecula Passport. Thanks so much for having me. So I started Temecula Passport with kind of a similar mission. We moved here 3 years ago, my husband and I, to start our married life together, and we were having so much fun exploring, and every time we talked to people about where we went, people wouldn't know where that place was, and we just thought it'd be kind of fun to share and help spread the word about small businesses. We're both business owners ourselves and know how hard it is to get the word out without tons of ad money and things like that. And so we created the platform to just do that. And then the idea came about the Temecula Passport, and I thought it'd be a fun way to get people to all these smaller wineries that, maybe you don't see all over social. And so we launched that in January of this year, and it's been a hit, and it's been a lot of fun. So,
And the passport is a little book.
Yes, it is a little book, so it literally looks like your passport. If you have it on the table, people will be like, you shouldn't have your passport on the table. But it has every single Temecula winery in it, and it comes with stickers that you can add when you go and visit that winery, and then you can put notes about your favorite wines that you tasted, your favorite memories, and anything else you want to add. So it's just kind of like a memory log and a way to challenge yourself to visit them all.
For both of you, what's been kind of the most rewarding part of doing what you've been doing?
For me, it's when people DM me or email me and tell me that they've seen a post or seen an email and they ask for help planning their vacation. So I have had a gentleman reach out recently because his wife was having a big 40th birthday, and he wanted to know where he could bring a group of people and where he could go out to dinner and which wineries were the best ones to go to. And that made me really happy that he sort of was looking to our website and me as sort of a local expert, and I found that really gratifying.
Yeah, for me too, it's also just community, and being involved in the community has been so much fun, and just uplifting people who are doing awesome things and creating businesses that bring joy to other people's lives, make beautiful places that we get to spend our time in. And it's just been a lot of fun connecting with everyone, and also just seeing how much fun people have visiting these small businesses.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite winery discovery, and I'm not doing any intel work here, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. What's been your favorite discovery here in Temecula in the time you've been here? And since you started this, really?
When you say
For both of you.
discovery, do you mean...
Something unexpected that you didn't expect to really enjoy or like, or something that caught you off guard in a good way?
I would say the growing white wine scene in Temecula, because when I first came here, which was probably 2004, it was unheard of and quite honestly undrinkable, except for maybe some, delicious almond wine, crowd-pleasing almond wine. But this last summer especially, as I've been going from place to place, and it's been really hot, it's all I could really even think about drinking, and I've had some really nice white wine at a lot of different wineries. That's really surprised me. Callaway, Ponte, Botaya, some genuinely lovely white wines.
I do love white wine too, and oh my gosh, there's so many good ones in Temecula. It's like almost all I drink now. So I agree with you. So I would say, so this is kind of my experience, and when we moved to Temecula, I was hardly a wine drinker. That's just the honest truth. And there would be so many places that I would go, and I just didn't love the wine. And then what's just been so interesting is that over the years, it's I've just developed this palate for all Temecula wine, and now it's every time I go back to these places, I'm oh my God, the wine's actually good. And so I feel everywhere I visited, I just honestly, every time I go back, I'm amazed in its own way, because everything's just so different. Everyone has their own style. Everyone does something different. Every winery has its own character and their own goal. And so I would say that I kind of am just continually amazed in the sense that whenever I go anywhere, I appreciate it for what it is and the art that someone is putting into their wine.
So you've given me no intel, ladies. I don't know. Now I don't.
We kind of.
But if we're talking hidden gems, and they're just sort of starting to come on the scene now, I would say a big discovery for me about 2 years ago was Raul Ramirez Winery. They were at an event called Crush, where it's coming up soon. They're all Temecula wineries come together in one location. It's an incredible event, and they were there, hidden in the back, and they poured some delicious Tempranillo, and they handed out 2-for-1 tasting cards. And so probably the next week, my husband and I went out there, and we fell in love and joined on the spot. They're doing really nice. They're off the beaten track. If you're on Rancho and you keep going and going and going and going, you'll eventually get there. It's a beautiful Andalusian horse farm, and they pour really nice wine.
It looks like people want to work with you. Did you have to push through that door, or did you just sort of put your work out there and then slowly but surely people came to you? And how has it been working with people locally?
Yeah, so it kind of just comes naturally, I think, with the territory. So a lot of us, we just go and visit on our own accord. The majority of them really are just we see a new place open and we just jump to go take a video and announce and help them, have a boom of a grand opening. So oftentimes it's that, but we also do have a lot of people who reach out and, we get to go and try the best of what they offer, and that's been really fun. But everyone's been really appreciative, I feel like, and it's been just really fun to get involved in the community.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. It's usually us going out because we're fans of wine country, and so we're going to do it anyway. So might as well bring my iPhone with me and take some pictures and video. But yeah, sometimes they do come. I happened to bump into someone from Bella Vista at a Corbeau event recently, and she heard that I was with 2 Days in Temecula, and she invited me out to go to their new speakeasy. And so, sometimes things just kind of happen organically like that.
So true.
Yeah.
Do you feel pressure to kind of put more content out there, either on Instagram or whatever other formats you're using? And for you, Kerrigan, do you feel pressure to update the book more often?
Yes, I definitely do, in the sense that just always staying on top of everything that's new. Gosh, and I know you can relate to this, Sarah, but it's we're constantly looking out for what's coming next, and it's we're trying to plan our schedules around getting there ASAP. So there's definitely that pressure of getting it out there as soon as we can, and that's and it's good because it helps our account also get out there more too and reach more people visiting Temecula. So it's it's a benefit both ways. But also, the passport book, every single time a new winery comes, I update it and I try to stay on top of it to where I can refresh it as soon as possible. It doesn't always work out that way. But we do have 6 spots in the back, so just in case new wineries pop up, you can kind of just write in your own, and then a sticker that just says I visited. So there's room even if not.
Yeah, for me, I have a bit more of a luxury of picking and choosing because I'm not trying to maintain a physical book like Kerrigan is. I'm really only trying to feature places that I genuinely enjoy. So if I did visit a place and we didn't have the best experience, or maybe the wine isn't really something I would pour for my neighbor or my best friend, I'm probably not going to feature them. So I think that's where we're a little bit different in our offering.
I think that's well said, though, because honestly, we're the same way. We do pick and choose because it's you get a lot of inquiries and we just simply don't have time for it all. So it's there is this, you have to choose what aligns with you, and we're kind of the same. It's we like fine dining, fine wine.
Yeah, sure. What's not to like?
I know. So, relatable.
There's also, I think, a little bit of an age component too. Again, the first time I came out here, I was in my 20s, and maybe I liked sort of more of the bigger party scene. Of course, that wasn't going on here back then, but I might have liked it if I had been here. Now I want to sit out. I want to enjoy a pretty view. I want to relax somewhere comfy. I love the seated tastings. There's a post on my blog about where to find seated tastings in Temecula, and that sort of more elegant atmosphere.
What's been your favorite? I think each of you do little mini tours or mini kind of posts about things that are itineraries. Mm-hmm. That's a better word. Yeah. What's been your favorite? Because I've seen some dog oriented and other things like that.
Well, that's funny. That's a big one because people do love to bring their dogs with them everywhere. The very first post I wrote for 2 days in Temecula, I've since changed the name, but I called it Splurge-worthy and I think you might appreciate this place because of the prices around here. Sometimes surprising on bottles, sometimes beyond what you think they maybe should be. But there are some places that if I was having a really good time and I wanted to bring home that memory of Temecula and I really liked the wine, they were splurge-worthy wines, in my opinion. And so I wrote a post, an itinerary that I was calling a splurge-worthy, where to find the finest wines and that you want to bring home. I don't remember the exact name. I've since changed it and changed some of the wineries around to sort of more of a luxe tour where you're going to have that higher end experience. And some of the wineries are still the same.
Yeah.
But those are some of my favorite. I think that if you look on my website, the luxe tour and the editor's picks, you'll spot my favorites pretty easily.
Relatable to that, because seriously, I can't tell you guys my favorite because it'll give away my draft picks.
I keep trying.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But it is funny though, because if you look at either of our pages, it's you can tell where our favorites and what vibes we love, and it's you do, it's my itineraries are truly built off of what I would do when we have friends visit, which we have friends visit all the time, and we kind of have an itinerary that we take them on, and so they're built off of real life scenarios.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I think it's about time for us to get to our draft. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 4 rounds. Whoever picks first is going to pick last in the second round, and then they'll pick third in the third round and pick second in the final round. Now, there was a question asked earlier. Yes, the way you pick is the way you're going to start your itinerary or tour for the day. So if you have the first pick, that the first round is your first stop of the day. And we're not going to go by, because there is some variance in the times that different places are open. I want to say someone opens at 10 a.m. now, and some of them close. We'll just pretend they all open at 10.
And they're all open every day?
And they're all open every day, yes. This is a Friday. We'll say it's a Friday or a Saturday, and they're all open from 10 to 6. So 10, noon, 2, 4, and then, you have to go home or be dropped off somewhere after that. So we need to pick our order, so I need to call our kind of draft order picker over here. This is going to be Michael Marks. So we're today at Humble Psalm. Another twist on today. At the beginning of each round, the person who picks first is going to select one of the many pours that are on tap here at Humble Psalm. And so Mike's going to pick one out here from this jar right there. And this is going to be the person who goes first. He didn't even mix them up, so we don't know. I'm just teasing. Shannon has the first pick.
I know which one I can cross off my list already.
You do.
Oh, you got to pick who drafts second.
Oh.
You can, Mike's like, I'm done.
All right. Let's see who goes second.
Our second pick is going to go to Kerrigan.
All right.
No pressure.
Only pressure if Shannon picks.
Yes. All the pressure's going to be on Shannon.
So we all have the same taste.
Sarah.
All right. I wonder who's last.
I don't know. That would put me last, fittingly. I didn't rig this at all.
That's Bill.
Bill. Now, probably going to do better than me at this point, going last. All right, we are going to take a little break here, and then Shannon is going to select a wine for us, and she probably has her draft pick ready and raring to go.
I'm ready.
All right.
Round 1.
All right, we are back for round 1, and the selection in this round, not only the wine selection, the draft selection, but the wine selection belongs to Shannon. Shannon, first, do you want to talk about what wine you picked for the rest of us to go with?
My wine that I chose from Humble Psalm was the Chenin Blanc from Mexico. And I think, I've not tried this one before, but it's pretty good. It's good. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Well, do we
talk
all
about
give this a wine? Do we give the wine a thumbs up?
Rate my wine. What do you
Rate
think?
your wine.
Yes. Wait, is this on?
Yeah, they're all. I haven't stopped recording, so you're on.
I love this wine. I feel like it's so unique, and I honestly feel like it's been one of my favorite wines I've tried from here.
I would say it's the thing. I love it, but my palate is not sophisticated enough to tell you what it is I'm tasting. It's unusual, and I don't know what
it's
that
so
fruit
unusual.
is. Do either of you know?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting like a honey apple thing.
White chocolate.
Ooh, okay.
Which is so random, but
I'm very suggestible, so of course now I smell honey.
You get like
you are
almonds
right. It
too.
has like a mead vibe. It
Yeah.
almost has, honey.
Yeah.
I mean, fermented honey, obviously. Does anyone else
My
get white
reaction's a little
chocolate?
different. I get like a chalky, minerally salty, especially in the aroma in the nose, and then it hits the palate. It's a very, I would classify as a very electric wine in your mouth too.
I like that word, electric.
So cool.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on.
And the bottle's pretty. It is pretty.
All right, Shannon, there you go, because you have the microphone.
Are you ready for my draft pick?
Lot of pressure.
Not very
A lot of
solid.
pressure.
I'm going to start my winery day off at Botaya.
I knew it. I knew it.
No. I knew if you didn't do it, you would do it.
As soon as you guys said you liked white wine, I was like, oh God, we all have the same first pick.
Well, it's funny
normally-
it's the perfect start of the day.
It is.
Well, it's okay. I was just saying
Yeah.
year round, not necessarily, but right now, it's really all I want.
Yeah. Their white wines are delicious. My friend Elena works there. That's where I would start my day.
Elena is lovely.
She is. Hi, Elena.
All right, Kerrigan,
Right now-
you're up.
Hold on, I'm switching it up real
The
quick.
pressure is on.
She stole my first one.
Oh. See, you just have to
So-
expect that your pick is going to get
Well, I did kind of expect it, but I will say I was just hoping I'd be the first one. Okay. I'll switcheroo. My draft pick for first stop of the day, also for very easy drinking whites and just like a very good morning vibe, is a Kosh. I love their sparkling Sauv Blanc and their rosé. And I feel like it's a very good place to start the day. Plus, they have yoga in the vineyards in the morning. What a great way.
There you go.
I'm not a big yogi, though. But
We all have to cross off names off our list now.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Oh, can't pick that one.
No, that's okay.
All right, Sarah, you are up.
All right, well, since Botaya was taken, I'm going to start my day with some lovely bubbly. 4 wineries is a lot of wineries, and so I'm starting my fabulous day off with a champagne toast at Carter Estate. They have lovely Blanc de Blanc and Blanc de Noir, and I can see that Rich is...
She stole my pick. I was going to make it, and that was my exact same reason. So now,
And, take your bubbly, sit outside. It's a good start to the day. Especially if you've maybe stayed overnight there. You can just walk down into the tasting room.
all right, now I have to rearrange my entire idea because I knew that was going to happen. All right, I'll make it easy. I'm going to go with Dofo for my first pick, only because it's a cool way to start the day. You got all those motorcycles. I don't even know how many motorcycles are there anymore. It's been a hot minute since I've been there, and there are some pretty good wines that are there, especially on the red side. So you're going to start off with red wine, although I do think they have a sparkling wine now, so that's always
They have
a start.
several now.
But take some time there, a good hour, an hour and a half, and walk around the property and check out all the motorcycles and motorbikes and all the kind of cool stuff that's there. And that finishes our first round.
It was brutal.
It was brutal, but I don't know. I think there's going to be some interesting choices here once we get to the second and third and especially the fourth round. Or we will just have drank a lot of wine here. So
16 wineries is a lot, and especially because we all have we're probably all
we
like
do.
the same
We all
ones.
have probably our top 10 that are pretty consistent, and I think that's pretty. You talk to a lot of people in Temecula, and they feel like there's probably 10, 12, maybe 15-ish wineries that people generally talk glowingly about or love going to.
It's funny, I mean, I was putting together, just because I felt like I need to, a page, the best wines, and where to find the best wines. And it's hard, and I started off with 16, and that's too many. That's not helpful. I want to get it down to 10, but right now I'm just at 12. I can't.
Individual wines?
Indivial wineries.
Wineries, okay.
Where to find the best wine.
Well.
Yeah, it's hard.
All right, we're going to take another break here, and then who has our next? Oh, Kerrigan has our wine pick and the first pick of the second round.
Oh no, I don't know what I'm going to pick because shit. I was like so excited to be like, you guys, try this.
Round 2.
All right, we are back for the second round. Kerrigan has the first pick in the round as well as the first wine pick, or the second wine pick. So what did you select for us?
I chose a Riesling from Germany. It's very nice. It's not too sweet.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's like the perfect level of sweetness where you're not going to get a headache or anything.
Nice lime notes, lemon lime.
Oh, that's interesting. I actually do kind of get that on the...
Yeah, I don't love it because of that lemon lime.
It's a little
Is it a little too sour?
I think it's making me think of like a flat soda.
With a lot of sugar?
With a lot of sugar.
You know what? It is like literally drinking a lime.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Oh my gosh, you're right. I wouldn't have picked that up, but you really get that little mouth feel.
Yeah.
Little tinglies.
All right, what winery do you have for us?
Okay.
Or
Let me
she's
look at
got to
my
look again.
notes. Okay. Drum roll.
Yeah, I'll insert some drum rolls in here. Yeah.
Peltzer. Oh my gosh, Peltzer is one of our absolute favorites. It's just such a fun vibe. So, I don't know, we just always love to take everyone who comes to it because it's just hard not to love. They always have live music, and it's just fun. It's just fun. I love it.
I love the style of the tasting room. It's very
quintessential.
industrial chic,
Yes.
barn chic, something chic.
It feels very Temecula. I
Yes.
feel like it's kind of like it just sums up Temecula in a tasting room. It's not trying to be anything. It's not. It's just I love it.
Plus, you can go pet animals there.
I know their donkeys are so cute.
Yes.
I love, and they have so many fun events. Oh my gosh, they always have something going. Was that anyone's pick?
I didn't
Maybe.
have that. I had that as a question mark.
Okay. I was so nervous. You were saying Peltzer to Sarah. I'm like,
Oh, Well, you had the first pick. She couldn't
I
have picked
didn't
it
know
anyway.
that. I didn't know
She couldn't have stole it. Now it's Sarah's pick.
Now it's my turn. Okay, so I feel like at this point in our journey, we should be eating something. So I'm going to say we should stop at Altissima for lunch. They have a delicious, I think it's a manchego grilled cheese. I'm obsessed with this Catalan gambas, this shrimp dish, and sort of a peppery tomato sauce. It's really good. And they have a really nice meritage that I would probably have with that. And they have great views, beautiful views of the
I
mountains.
feel like our reasoning is going to be on the same track for
Yeah.
our little construct here. So, yeah, that's a good pick.
Altissima is awesome for lunch.
As I'm with my third pick or a second pick, I'm going to go with Robert Renzoni because not only do they make quality, really good quality Italian wines, which is a good follow up on Dofo, but also because there's some food there and you can always get a good pizza or whatever else that you want from there. And also similar views to Altissima. So the same road. It's a little bit of a drive in between there, but none of the wineries, if you're listening to this, and none of the wineries are that far apart in Temecula.
Yeah, this is not Napa. You can get to one winery. Probably the longest is 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, that.
If you're going all, from like Somerset to Raul Ramirez or something like that.
Yeah, that would probably be the longest.
Longest
yeah.
drive.
Right, Shannon?
All right. You stole my last pick. That was my dinner winery.
I think we were all thinking the same.
For my second winery, after Botaya, I think going to get some lunch sounds good. I'm gonna go to Miramonte because I love their Mediterranean nachos. It is, if you've never had it, it's like fried pita bread cut into little chips topped with all this delicious stuff. It's amazing. They've also got a huge variety of wines, and it's just a nice vibe to sit out there and have lunch and drink some wine. So yeah, that's my second winery.
Miramonte has these fun monthly events. I think it's the first Friday of every month where they pick a varietal and you sit out in their cabanas and you do blind tastings of maybe, I think the one coming up is Syrah. So you'll do a bunch of Syrahs compared to a Miramonte Syrah.
Oh my
And they're
gosh,
super
I love
fun
that.
events. And they're affordable.
I love that concept.
All right, so we are halfway through our little draft. Before we take a little break, we're going to recap and maybe discuss a little bit about how we're doing so far. So Shannon has first stop of Botaya and then Miramonte. Kerrigan went with Akash and then to Peltzer. So I think you could just walk across the street for that one. No transportation needed. Sarah has Carter Estates, followed up by Altissima, and then I have Dofo, followed by Robert Renzoni. So that's where we're at. We're going to take another break. Sarah's going to pick the wine and then have an idea in mind for which winery she's going to draft.
Round 3.
All right, we are back with the third round of our Temecula winery draft, and Sarah has the first pick of this round. What you going to go? Oh, tell us about the wine you picked first, too, and then you can get to the wine pick. Winery pick. Jeez. Wine. It's all wine.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. I picked a tin pot Pinot Noir from Marlborough that I know nothing about, but it smells delicious.
Strawberry jam, no.
Yeah, strawberry, raspberry, berries. Nice acid to kind of balance it out in the mouth. I feel like I want food with this.
I feel like it's pretty dry. Like,
Yeah.
we're just sipping. But it's good.
Are you happy with this choice, Sarah?
I am happy with this choice.
Okay. Are you happy with your draft choices so far?
I'm also happy with my draft choices. I feel like, I've even though some were stolen, I've done pretty well.
At the end, we should give our whole thing of like what we had planned to do.
For sure. Yeah.
It's not a bad
Little
idea.
rationale. Now I have to rethink the rationale as we kind of move through it, though. So, all right.
Go ahead.
All right, so my third pick in the afternoon, I think I want to go somewhere kind of chill, preferably with a view. And I want really good wine, obviously. So I'm going to pick Lorenzi. You can sit right on the edge of the vineyard there. Have some really nice cab. You can even taste a Napa cab if you want to. They have vineyards up there.
Lorenzi does have a very cool view. It just feels, I don't know, homey, but then it's just beautiful.
It's very quiet on that road too.
Yeah.
So if there's an escape that people are looking for, that road, Palumbo, and I think just Palumbo and Lorenzi are on that road, right?
That's right.
So not that many people go down it. I went down it once when it rained, and it's not paved all the way. Just FYI, if you do go on that road, or is it paved now?
No, yeah. You can go down it from Rancho, but don't try it from Di Portola.
Yeah,
Somehow
I did do that.
I take it almost
It was
every
an
day.
adventure.
I don't know why.
It was an adventure. We'll just leave it at that.
I have a tip though. You have to drive fast. So everyone drives really slow, and you'll be like, no, you have to. You have to gas it. And I think everyone always looks at me and they're like, "Why is that girl going so fast?" Because that's how you do it.
Yeah, I went on that road when it was not a dry day, so I was fishtailing it through there, and then wondering if I was going to get stuck. So,
Yeah, you got to at least 40.
I guess I have. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go with Weens. I can't believe no one said it so far. I think that's a great post-lunch place because there's such a variety of wine there. Everything from sparkling to lighter whites to a little bit richer whites to lighter reds to richer reds, bolder reds. I mean, they are the king. What's their slogan is home of the big reds. I don't know if that's true anymore. I think they've really dialed in the winemaking there. And that would be my choice for a third visit. All right, Shannon,
You took my other dinner spot. All right. Let's see. Okay, after lunch at Miramonte, I think I want to just focus on the wine again. So I'm going to go over to Ace Winery and do a little tasting with Dirk and Michelle. And they just make some phenomenal, fantastic wines.
Absolutely.
So,
Some of the best in the valley, I think.
Yeah. That's a nice way to spend an afternoon.
Yeah, I think that's a great choice because you also get the follow-up of more hands-on, and you're going to talk to the winemaker and the winemaker's wife. I mean, they do everything there. So if you know nothing about wine, and even if you pretend to know a lot about wine like us, you'll still probably go there and taste something and learn something along the way.
Yeah.
Well, and their Gragiste, which is a point, which is so cool. Try a Gragiste.
Yeah.
And Dirk and Michelle will give you some dinner suggestions too while you're there.
Yeah.
They're great local
Yeah.
guides.
Now, if you had started your day there, you could have gotten e-bikes and traveled around. But since we didn't think of that,
That's right.
that's no longer an option at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
But maybe not advised at 4 wineries. So
Yeah.
He might not make it back to
No, I think he has told me stories where people get very adventurous on the e-bikes because they're not driving and they're not, someone else isn't driving it. A lot of the drivers around here will not go to many, won't take you to 10 places.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I have heard him say that he's heard of some people trying to get 8 to 10 places to cram in as many as they can on the bikes. Which, I mean, in theory, it is possible. Now, I'm not trying that.
Well, you gotta spittoon it.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it. You gotta use the spittoon.
All right, Kerrigan, you're up for the final selection of round 3.
I'm so glad none of you guys chose my choice. Okay, so you guys probably all think I'm crazy. I am doing lunch on the 3rd stop, but I guess I'm assuming that you guys had a really big breakfast. So there's that. I'm choosing Leoness. I absolutely love Leoness, and they use only Temecula grapes, which is something that is very cool, and their reds are incredible. I think they're very good. Their Dragonstone Syrah, their Zinfandel, amazing. And then I love, on the white wine side, Melange d'Ete. I'm a fan. And I love the view from the vineyard terrace. It's like you get to literally walk through the vines if you want to. And it just feels like it's so welcome compared to other places. And I love that. So I always bring everyone to Leoness whenever I can.
absolutely, I think it's one of the best views in the valley.
Yes,
Yeah, one of my
100%.
favorites. And you have to have the the truffle duck fat fries while you're there.
Yes.
Yeah,
How did I
if
not
you
mention-
haven't gone to Leoness, if you haven't had the fries.
Yes, that actually is true. That's like a bucket list for Temecula. Try Leoness duck fat fries.
Well, is there food at Pel? There's no food at Peltzer,
never
right?
been.
Food trucks on the weekends.
Food trucks on the weekends, okay.
At a wedding venue, as a wedding venue.
Yeah.
But I was pregnant when we went. So they offered us wine tastings, but I was like, no, I'll just come back
Okay.
and do it. And then I didn't go back.
Only we'll have to do a girls' day.
Yeah.
I have like a bazillion glasses there.
All right, so that finishes round 3. We won't recap them until we get to the end of round 4. But Shannon, how are you feeling?
I feel pretty good about my picks.
Kerrigan?
I feel really good. Yeah.
Sarah?
Absolutely.
Loving it.
All right, I feel okay about mine. We'll see. I do have the first pick
I
of the
will
last
say
round.
I really
so.
want to redo my first.
Yeah.
Well, just
So-
because you guys took it.
All right, we are going to take another break. I'm up for picking a wine. I already got my wine picked out, and I already got my winery picked out. So we'll do that and come back and finish this off.
The final round, round 4.
Ready?
Ready.
All right, we are bringing it home for the 4th round. I have the first pick of this round, and I also have the wine
cheers.
selection. I have selected for everybody else. This is a Blanc Frankish from Austria, and if you haven't had Blanc Frankish before, it's kind of like a mix of Syrah and Pinot Noir and Gamay. It's really aromatic. It's a little earthy, raspberry, like blackberry. And it's just kind of a delightful drink.
I kind of get cheese notes,
Cheese notes?
which is very interesting because you said earthy, and I was like, you're right, a little earthy.
Oh, savory notes, yeah. A little bit of cheese rind in there. Almost like a feta cheese or something.
Yeah. This is really good.
It is very good though.
Okay, I guess that leaves me with my winery pick. And this one is going to surprise a lot of listeners and probably Shannon too, but I can't believe I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with Wilson Creek. It's 4:00. It's a Saturday. It's time to people watch and have some fun and not worry about all the wine. And they do have food. They do have a little creekside grill or whatever they call it at that time of day. So you might need a little food top off, maybe something healthy in the day, maybe a salad or something. I don't know. And of course, there is an endless selection of various flavored champagnes that you can select from there. And that is all I have to say.
Fun.
I will add, after wine tasting at 4 wineries, nobody's ordering a salad.
It was a joke. I was being sarcastic. I know no one's ordering. They're ordering the biggest cheese dip that's possible.
Or burger.
Or burger. Yes.
That sounds good right now.
Cheese dip does sound good.
All right, Shannon. No one feels terribly upset that I picked that either, but that's okay. It is fun that people watch. All right, Shannon, you're up.
All right, so since both of my dinner wineries got picked, I'm actually going to go with Palumbo. And while they don't have food there, you can actually bring your own food. So you can have a little charcuterie picnic and some delicious Italian red wine before you go out to dinner.
Or a salad.
Or a salad.
I think that's a great pick. And if you go on Friday, they're staying open late and they're having some catered food that you can purchase. So
Yes.
you could even have dinner
You could have dinner there.
I'm a wealth of fun, random facts about all these wineries.
To be fair, this is kind of, I wouldn't say job. Would you consider it a job or just or something else? A passion?
It is absolutely a passion project. I don't look at it as a job. Someday I would like for it to it would take over my day job. But I'm still a web designer, so I'll still be on a website. Either way.
Yeah, people ask me all the time. They're like, "You guys make a lot of money doing?" No, we make no money podcasting.
Yeah.
Just there's much more money going out the door, and there's zero money coming in the door.
Yeah.
So, although look at the nice thing about podcasting is that it's really just your time and your initial equipment setups, and then from there, it's up to you about what you want to do. In case people are curious, but we'll accept money if people want to hand us, see us out and about, buy us a drink. Bottle of wine, a new car, whatever, we can be bought. All right, Carrie. Wait a minute. What's your pick? I forgot. No, Sarah has the last pick. All right, Carrie, you're up.
Okay, I think I'm going to pivot just because, well, no, I'm not. Never mind. Because I just had lunch. So, okay, so my last pick is Briar Rose. I love Briar Rose, and I feel like it's just an essential to go to. It's owned by the Best family, and it's just such a relaxing spot. You can't get anything like it in Temecula other than Briar Rose. It's very whimsical, and it has tree coverage, and like at the end of the day, you can just sit down and have those, chats with everyone. It's quiet.
And it's a life-size replica of
the Snow White Cottage, made by the actual Disney Imagineer back in like 1965, which is crazy. So, yeah, Briar Rose is always on my list to show people. And honestly, I love their red wine, like their Cabernet. Like we literally buy it and we save it for only special occasions. It's just very unique. It's very good, and they're all vintages. Like you'll minimum get like a 2017, and I don't know. I love Briar Rose.
Yeah, they had a nice Merlot when I was there.
Yeah.
Do they still have the beer wine?
Yes,
They
They do.
The talking frog.
Yes.
Oh, I have a bottle of
It's a
that in my fridge.
Hefe.
My
I do
friend
too.
gave
I
me.
haven't opened it.
I've
Someday
not tried it yet.
we should open that on
Yes.
some.
I love the name.
This is vintage beer wine now.
Yeah. But they have great parties too.
I will say it is probably the most unique spot. I don't think that anything could come close to really replicating what it is, to your point.
Yeah.
So it is kind of nice.
Yeah, and it's surrounded by hedges, so you're really transported once you're there.
Oh, it's a different world. I love it. Yeah, it's so fun. Oh, and then also especially in the summer, like they all wear dresses, like all the waitress, it's all the family, but they all wear like whimsical dresses, and like it's just so beautiful. I just feel like it's a place that's built around beauty, and I just love it. It's great. It's a great vibe.
All right, Sarah, you get to have the final selection. You got to bring us home here.
Oh my goodness,
Do
this is
yourself
hard.
proud. Oh.
Okay, well, I was going to go with a restaurant winery like Truffle Pig because it's delicious, but I think I'm actually going to end with one that is near and dear to my heart, and that's Chapin. I think they have beautiful wines, and you can sit out on that deck, and it's a gorgeous view, and it's a gorgeous way to end the day. They do seated tastings. You sit out there. They bring the wine to you. They have some beautiful red blends. Their Summit blend is delicious. And, Steve Chapin might even stop by and wax poetic with you about music and wine, and it's a lovely experience.
Okay, well, there you go. So what's interesting is there were some that were not chosen for whatever reason. I thought Dances of Soul would get taken only because it's a kind of fun and upbeat and little kind of looser and not so serious kind of place. And HB's been on our show before. You can always just ask to see HB or Waller.
And all
well.
Temecula
Yeah.
wines, which I love.
And then also Europa Village. No one took Europa Village.
Almost.
Yeah.
I would say this that for both of those, for the same reason I didn't choose. I love them both. I think Europa's beautiful. I feel really transported when I'm there too. I love the food at Bolero, but it gets so crowded on a Saturday that I think is prohibitive. And I would say the same thing about Danza. I think they have great wine, and it's a gorgeous spot with 40 acres of vineyards to look out at. But it gets so crowded on a Saturday that if I was thinking where would I take my friends, I would probably do that midweek.
And then another one, Raul Ramirez was not picked.
Yeah, that's a favorite. That was a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one. They're a favorite of mine.
I thought that was your first pick. It wasn't.
No, I went with the champagne toast.
Oh, we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
ruined my whole day.
Yeah. That's for day two. Day two. 2 days in Temecula. Day two.
Yeah.
Raul Ramirez, Danza del Sol, and Europa Village.
Oh, I know, and they all would be on the list. Like I think Europa is an essential. I mean, it's such a beautiful place, especially Vienza. But I literally I actually almost switched my last one because I was like, well, maybe they want food, but then it's just so busy on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
Yeah. A victim of their own success. Well, they're not really victims because they're really doing quite well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My backup for if Botaya was picked first was Mesilla de la Viña.
That's on my list too.
I just think that spot is so cute. And I went there like 10 years ago when it first opened, and it was just like so tiny. You felt like you were standing in someone's kitchen, and their white wines are really good too.
Yeah, that's a great place to end the day. Yeah, my afternoon picks were Ace, Mazia, Chapin, and Jofo, Palumbo. Yeah. I'll just like sort of chill places to look out at a good view and have a good glass of wine.
Do you have any final
those
thoughts,
are
Shannon,
good.
before we recap?
That was great.
No, this was fun. I feel like we're all.
Did it factor in anybody's decision upon where you ended up at? Like, could we have chosen La Fata and then said that, like, hey, you're in Old Town after that, so you have all these choices after Old Town?
Ooh.
You can't
I do have. No, I'm not changing my pick, but I do have an add-on.
Okay.
Where are you ending the night with dinner? I'm pretty sure you could all guess mine.
Yeah.
We might be all kind of.
IHOP.
I have one.
Shannon's go to IHOP.
No.
No? Is it another place that starts with 2?
Yeah. I would end at Two Travelers or Go
Yeah.
Brian.
We love Two Travelers. Oh my gosh. Two Travelers, so good.
I would go to Small Barn, I think.
Oh, I don't know. I'd probably end up at home passed out.
Yeah, if we're still upright, Corbeau. That's another good one.
Corbeau.
Yeah, I was gonna say Corbeau, but we're margaritas fans. We're like Mexican food, and margaritas, best Mexican food you'll find in Temecula for sure. And you have to ask for. Well, I love spicy, so I ask for everything extra spicy. But oh my gosh, so good.
I've never been there. I need to go.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
We love margaritas. But Corbeau would be my other choice. We always, or Two Travelers. Oh my gosh, we go to Two Travelers. But I just can't drink anymore by that time.
Yeah.
So, but their garlic shrimp, prawns.
Oh,
my
yeah.
Gosh. I could live off of those.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll recap here. So Shannon took Botaya in the first round, then Miramonte, then Ace, and then finished it up with Palumbo. Kerrigan selected Akash to start the day, then DePeltzer in the second round, then Leoness, and finished her day at Briar Rose. And then Sarah picked Carter Estates to start off with, then off to Altissima, then Lorenzi, and then finished the day at Chapin. I chose Dofo in the first round, then Renzoni in the second round, then Weens, and then brought it home with some people watching at Wilson Creek. So, if you've listened this far, you know what we chose, but what we're going to do is post this on different social media, and we'll have people select based upon what the tour is, without our names listed as picking that tour, and who knows, we'll end up with a golden wine bottle with some silver Sharpie add-on by Shannon. And any final thoughts? Any justification for your tour that you want to give?
I will say my original choice for my first spot was Botaya, admittedly. And my justification is Botaya is one of the most beautiful wineries in all of Temecula, I think, with the most beautiful view. But it's a very laid-back place. It's very relaxing, and I feel like, it just depends on the vibe you're going for. Like, if you're out vibing at Peltzer and then you go to Botaya, it's a little too quiet. It's very, like, elegant. You're seated. You're all separate. So it's like Botaya as a first stop. Creme de la creme. And
So
then,
did Shannon ruin your draft?
Yes, she
Well,
did.
she
That's
did.
what I'm trying to say.
That's all right. Sarah ruined my draft because I would have gone Carter Estate with the bubblies first. Would be my first stop always.
You guys are
So,
selling me on this. I need to go try all their sparklings.
Yeah, Carter's a neat place. They have all sorts of different types of tasting menus you can choose from, and they have an all bubbly one, and it's pretty great.
And everything, I believe, at Carter Estate is done in the traditional method.
Yes.
So you get a lot of the brioche and doughy notes, and it's the way champagne should be.
I kind of remember it tasting like cava, though. Was it kind of like cava flavor? It's like a harsher taste, or no?
Not there.
think
I'd
so.
say they're really delicious.
they
Some of my
have-
favorite
They
wines.
have several, 5 or 6, so there's probably one you'll find
Yeah.
that suits your your palate.
Yeah.
Your Temecula
I'll have to
palate.
go try the sparkling. I used to not be a fan of sparkling, and so I think when I went, I did like a mixed flight. So I now that I'm a huge sparkling fan, I need to go back and try the whole flight. So
Now there is a cava at Raul Ramirez.
And that's
So,
also done in the traditional method.
yes, with the
that's very
traditional
nice.
varietals that they use for that.
Yes. Yeah, Thornton also has some nice champagne style wine. They also have some chocolate champagne style wine.
Yes, they do. As does Wilson Creek, and there are probably a few other ones that I don't even know of. So, any thoughts from you on how yours went, Sarah? Since you were a draft pick stealer,
I'm pretty happy. I came
Yeah.
in with a number of backups, and I was mentioning earlier that I have this sort of best of list in my head, and it has 16 wines, and so 16 wineries, and so I was pretty well covered here with with 4 people choosing 4 wines.
Yeah. Shannon, any thoughts? You had the first overall pick. Did it go the way you wanted to after that?
It did. My first, second, and third picks were pretty spot on. But yeah, my dinner wineries all got snatched up. So if you follow my tour, you may want to really make sure you bring some charcuterie to Palumbo. Otherwise, you may be stumbling around Old Town.
oh goodness.
All right. We'll wrap it up there. Ladies, thanks again for coming out today on
Thanks
a
for having
Friday
us.
afternoon to Humble Som. Thanks again to Humble Som for having us here. And yeah, vote online and cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, and
Cheers.
can't choose
Yeah,
an empty
cheers.
cup. I guess I have a little,
You have a little
a little baby.